In this lesson, we will explore why the method of linear combinations works to solve systems of linear equations. By now you should be familiar with the concept behind solving systems of equations using linear combinations. The strategy is to simply add both equations together term by term. But why does that work? We can think of it this way. You can think of it as starting with the first equation. And what we're going to do is add the same thing to both expressions. Now, to the left-hand expression, what we do is we're going to add 5x minus 3y. And to the right-hand expression, we're going to add 14. Now, on first glance, if we add 5x minus 3y to the left-hand side and 14 to the right-hand side of the first equation, it doesn't appear that we're adding the same thing to both sides. However, look at this equation that we're given. We're given that 5x minus 3y and 14 are actually the same thing. They're equal. So if I add 5x minus 3y to the left-hand expression and 14 to the right-hand expression, I've actually added the same thing to both expressions. It doesn't look like we've added the same thing to both expressions, but since we were given that this expression is equal to this expression, if I add this to one expression of the original and this to the other expression of the original, then I will have added the same thing to both expressions of the original equation. And that is why the linear combination method is mathematically correct. The idea is the same as if I were trying to solve this equation. X plus 3 equals 8. I can add the same thing to both expressions of an equation. In this case, I would want to add negative 3 to both expressions. I can do this because negative 3 and negative 3 are equal. These two expressions that I'm adding to the original equation are equal. I can always add the same thing to both expressions of an equation. That's the exact same thing that I'm doing in the instance over here. The expression I'm adding to the original left-hand expression in the equation is equal to the expression in the right-hand side that I'm adding.